everyone, welcome to the Nerd Ward. I'm Landis.
I'm Steve.
I'm Matan.
I'm Mitchie.
And today we're going to be talking about Agent Carter, Episode 5. Am I right?
Sir?
What's the
The
title?
Atomic Job.
The
The Atomic...
Job.
Really?
I knew none of you would remember.
I did, the Atomic Job.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh,
She's the one who always remembers.
That is not a euphemism. It's actually... I don't remember. I'm the one that never
This
remembers.
episode was called The Peppermint Patty.
Alright, so let's get started. So...
Part of the-
Alright. So I think for the first time, Steven, you were on board on this episode from the minute one, were you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you enjoyed it.
Yes, thoroughly. I thought it was the best episode so far this season.
Alright. What about you guys? What do you think?
Wow, Matan's not going to agree with that.
Yeah.
I
Oh shit! Really?
I was bored. I didn't understand what was going on. I
Fuck this
thought
group.
they had like this. I was on board like the entire beginning of it, and then like all of a sudden things are happening. I don't really understand what's really like. They're not really explaining what's happening.
Well, yeah.
And I'm just like, what? Why? This is the only parts I liked, obviously,
Right.
were with Darcy, well, with Jarvis,
Okay. Oh,
and
of course.
with Carter, like when they're together. That's really
No,
But are you being biased, or did you
no.
really give it a chance, though?
I thought I did, but halfway through, I was just kind of like, I'm not feeling it. Like, it just felt so weird. It felt like things were jumping around, and they're not really explaining anything. And we have, what, 3 episodes left? And
Yeah.
I feel like I have gotten nowhere with this.
Yeah, I feel like we should be approaching the apex of the story.
Something,
We're
yeah.
not really
And we haven't
there
gotten
yet.
anywhere.
We don't know why exactly Whitney wants to build this atomic bomb,
Bomb.
just to recreate the atomic blast that generated the
It's
zero matter.
something to do
we
with
don't
the zero
know why.
matter is compelling her. And
Yes,
that's
but
the
we
part
don't know
piece
why,
don't
and we
have
do
yet.
need
Yeah,
more
and
information.
I agree with you guys in
At
that
this
it's not clear. Like, she sucks people in, but there's no demonstration of ultimate power. Doesn't give her strength. She can't fly. There's nothing that we've seen that justifies her trying to get an atomic bomb to get more of this stuff. Unlike our friend, scientist, what's his name? Ghost
Wilkes.
Defense.
Wilkes.
Wilkes, who he has a justifiable reason of like, oh, I need to nuke the world so I can get back to my corporeal form. And that was the only issue that I have, that he has a legitimate reason to do what she's been doing, and hers we don't know yet. But I'm also,
I hate it or anything. I don't have a Britain level of hate for the show. I just...
No one has a
No one
Britain
does.
level.
No one does, no.
But it's just, it's kind of like, even the team thing, like, I'm glad that they have a team, but even then, I'm just kind of like, I feel like they're just trying to throw people
Feels kind
to...
of disjointed.
Yeah, it just feels awkward. And it feels really just, like, I feel like we already have, like, Jarvis and Carter, they're already kind of like that comedic relief, that funny, good dream team. And then now you also have Rose and... Or not Rose.
Yeah.
Is it Rose?
Yeah, Rose.
What's the scientist's name? I don't know.
everyone hates him. Let's just go with that one.
I
don't-
No one knows. Everyone hates
So-
him.
Well,
yeah,
he's
we- science
just
guy.
barely been introduced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
true, but,
Give him a chance.
but Rose and him, like, it seems like they're trying to be the comic love relief thing, and it's like we already have that. Why do we need another one? It's just, I don't know.
Well, I feel that the TV shows and Agent Carter, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. have to be shoehorned in with whatever they're planning for their movie, so they're at the mercy of basically just being a ton of exposition to set up.
I feel like
All the
Carter's kind
films.
of relieved from that, though,
Yeah.
because
I don't
They
think now
it's not
because.
present day. The movies are present day. This is just building in the past.
But until they didn't announce that Doctor Strange was going to be set and this was going to lead into Doctor Strange, that was kind of my worry, that now they found a way, okay, we're going to deal with magic, let's use this venue to actually introduce it and then develop it in the Doctor Strange film. So the TV shows are at that mercy that regardless, they'll make it work so they can shoehorn in some kind of exposition so the movies make sense afterwards. And that's the problem they have. Look, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., we have, 22 episodes? The first half, it's okay, but it could have been done in 10, really tight. Those shows, we're gonna have to get, and now they're just another victim of that, unfortunately. Yeah, but that's my logical way. You guys can hate it any way. Write your hate mail at Stephen, Mitchie, and Matan at churchgirls.com.
No.
That's not a really no.
Why I liked the episode was because I think they finally were they were playing toward what an audience would like about the show anyway, which is the characters. I don't really care that much about the zero matter. The story is kind of is subordinate. It's second to the characters, and the reason that I enjoy the show has been Carter and Jarvis. And if there are supplemental characters there that I can enjoy as well, then so much the better.
I would agree with that. I just feel like, I mean, going back to it, like just everything seemed so either rushed or not fast enough. Like there wasn't like a good middle ground. Like a good example is the marriage proposal that Sousa and the nurse. Like
The nurse. She's not even respectable. We're not even gonna know her name.
That just it just seemed it was really awkward. They just
Well,
threw that in
liked-
there because they needed her to save Agent Hart.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I liked that they sort of explained why he fell madly in love with this person so quickly, and it's because she helped him with his injury.
Therapy, yeah.
Well, I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I did feel like, it's only been, 6 months or something? I mean, that's
Did they ever establish the length of time when?
I think they said
it was
don't
less
remember.
than it was less than a year. I thought they said something like
But that was
8
the
or 9.
time.
It was like 9 months.
That was
I
the
know.
time.
That was the time. Was that the
That
time,
was the
Grandpa?
time.
Because
That was the time period. If you had been stringing it out for like a year, it's like they said. He finally asked her, finally popped the question.
But
and
still, we
whatever.
know that she's not going to be a major player just because she's introduced as the guy or the girl he's going to
Right.
propose to. So it's kind of like you don't get invested in that relationship. You're just kind of waiting. What's going to be the thing that ends it? I thought it was going to be we find out she's a spy and he's like, we have to break up. Turns out she just looks at Peggy and she's like, oh, you're in love with her.
And that
Now we're
also
gonna flip
bugged me.
that.
That bugged me like no other. Oh, he goes like this.
He said don't
And
ever scare me like that again.
Yeah.
And she responds, okay, kind of like a okay boss. It wasn't oh, don't worry, I love you. It wasn't anything
There
like
wasn't
that.
really anything
Nothing like
No,
that.
that was
and
not-
the nurse is like, nope, you guys are in love. I saw
That's
it.
why
Like,
you came to California.
Yeah.
It was just
It wasn't the strongest relationship where
It
like,
was just so-
she found her way out. I think she didn't want to be in that marriage and okay, I'm gonna use that as an excuse.
It felt more like the
No,
writers
it just-
didn't want to be in
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
relationship,
It felt like the
so
writers
they
didn't
just
know how
wrote
to-
it in there.
The writers
Yeah.
needed to get her in there to save Carter and get her out. Like that's like so what they did was they just threw something together to make it work.
Yeah. No, it was got a mini series of 7 episodes, 6 episodes, and there's nothing going on. It's just little episodes that make no sense, and maybe they'll come together at the last episode if we're lucky.
Oh boy, yeah.
And see
Yeah.
and that's the thing. I liked the kind of ramp up, but it's still ramping.
Still ramping.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episodes left, so
What
it's
are we
like-
ramping up to? Like,
Yeah.
do something. That's just.
I'll agree with you there. Yeah.
So-
Yeah.
I feel like the plot should have moved forward at this point.
And that
We need to know what the Zero Matter stuff
Yeah.
is by now.
Yeah, what's the
I
threat?
feel like we're getting a little too into Whitney Frost and her story. Like I
always thought that.
I don't mind having.
Hey,
Landis can't get enough.
I've
of her.
always
I
said
love
that.
her though. I still
But
love
like
her.
I don't mind having her there. It's like we had Dottie last season, but we didn't spend all of this time with Dottie
One
doing this
episode
and
showing her
that.
background, but
Yeah, but we had that with Whitney Frost. It's like, okay, we saw the background,
We know.
Yeah.
we got
understand.
it. Can we focus on
yeah. So you weren't a fan of
Carter?
the mob boss that just kind of comes in and out for no good reason.
Yeah,
Well, it's like-
it was,
Well, that's what
He's
I'm
gonna
saying.
come
I
back,
think-
obviously.
The way the series is
Possibly.
going, possibly not.
I mean, that's the thing.
Well, I would
don't,
hope so.
I don't see where this is going. They're just throwing things in there, going is this gonna stick? Is this gonna stick?
Here's what's gonna happen.
Okay, let me go.
All right. Whitney is going to grab hold of. Well, okay. You know what I'm going to tell you before that happens. Actually, I got to backtrack. Sousa is going to proclaim his love for Peggy Carter, and then Whitney's going to get a hold of Sousa, and he's going to get sucked into the black matter zone, wherever that is, the zero matter zone, and Wilkes is going to return to corporeal form.
Okay.
And then it's going to be a rescue mission to find Sousa and get to wherever that dimension is.
The planet?
That Whitney Frost has been sending those people.
Davis?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems to be a recurring theme in the
Okay.
Marvel world. So that's what's going to happen by the end of the season and set up season 3.
Okay. Shell, what do you?
I don't know. I've been kind of waiting to see the direction of the season this whole time, and it only just kind of occurred to me that this is the 5th episode, and we're way past the halfway point now. So I'm like, I still feel like I don't quite know what they're trying to do yet, and we haven't seen what's going on with Dottie. We haven't seen what's going on with that organization, that council.
Yeah.
We keep hearing them talk about them, but we've really only seen them that one time. And so I'm not really sure what their role in all of this is. I don't know what Dottie's role.
Yeah.
There's no reason that they would have introduced Dottie in the first 2 episodes,
If she-
and then
yeah.
we're not going to see her for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
So how is she coming back into this?
Yeah,
Faith.
it's
Children.
no.
It will be revealed.
I just,
I'm
what
sure
I'm
it will,
saying
but
It must. This
What-
is my show. If there is any show in the Marvel world, this is it.
But all I'm saying is I don't have any predictions because I just genuinely don't know what's going on and don't know
Yeah.
what to predict because I don't know what they're doing yet.
Yeah. Okay, so here's my prediction. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen because I'm on the thing that it's not making sense. I don't know what direction they're going. It could be anything that puts so many pieces. What I'm angry about and kind of heartbroken about is that they lost a good opportunity to potentially show the initial phases of S.H.I.E.L.D., even the younger Ant-Man, how they say, and all that they could have established and done. And they've completely thrown out of the window because now there's possibly not a 3rd season coming at all. And show where S.H.I.E.L.D. came from. Even Nick Fury, if you wanted to go, okay, we're in season 4, let's go fast forward 5 years and let's really get into this. They lost that opportunity, and that's kind of what broke my heart a little bit. Because Peggy is one of my favorite characters, and I want to see what happened to her, how she became the leader of the most powerful organization in the fucking world. And right now, she's just like, I like the jokes, but she's just jokes with hanging out with another Brit and getting into trouble, their antics. Let us know what you think. Tell us in your comments. Do you think the series is lost like we think? Do you think the relationships are going to get better? Is there any salvation to this? If you know any connection to this show or to Doctor Strange, let us know because we're genuinely confused, as you can see. But until next week, Catch Thursdays, the weekly headline for this week. Sketch comedy on Wednesdays, whenever I get the chance to edit. But until then, we'll see you next week. I'm Landis.
I'm Steve.
I'm Matan.
Mitchie?
All right, have a good week.
Where's the animal wrangler?
Call my agent. This is bullshit. I like this.
Oh, don't.
Yeah. Oh, I
No,
really
it's
like
not
this.
that. It's not that.
Let Michelle be the lead. Let it be the end.
I'm the one with the cucumber in the salad.
Yeah. Exactly. I didn't say
It's been
after.
like
I said in 5 years.
Over 5 months.
Yeah, in 5 years. Then you
That's
gotta
something.
Yeah.
toss the salad, the
Close
double
to 10.
Dutch, the peppermint patty.
That thirsty flow.
Just do the hamburger.
These are our friends, so they're.
Guys.
You. Oh, great.
This is Matan.
This is professionalism here.